Welcome to the Duality of Nerds Greatest Villain Ever debate. This is episode 3. I'm Brady. He's Micah, better known as Ball.
And knowledge. So today we, at request, are doing a bracket. The request was Illumination. So we are doing Illumination. There's not enough good villains for us to do just Illumination, so we've actually had to mix 3 studios. This is Illumination, Blue Sky, and Sony Animation to fill out our bracket of 32. But this is at request. So we've got some people looking forward to this. So I think it'll be pretty fun.
Yeah, and all of these are randomized. We kind of familiarized ourselves with some of the characters we haven't seen in a little bit, but they're completely randomized. As always, just to explain a little bit about how this works, we have 32. We're going to go through in a randomized bracket style and get all the way down to our final 4. Our final 4 are going to be sent to the finale, where we will have from every single franchise, animated, live action, the best villains from each franchise in one huge finale. And then in that finale, we're going to decide who is the greatest villain of all time.
Yep.
So, before we can send 4 onto the finale, we've got to get through this whole bracket.
Yeah, and as usual, the comments can throw in their lifeline. Most liked comment of a character that we eliminated will be sent through to the finale as well. So that just helps if we miss someone good, or if you didn't like a matchup, you can change that if the people agree with you. So, all right, well, I think we just get straight into it with our first matchup
Let's
in the
do
round
it.
of 32. We've got Vector against Zeta from Angry Birds Movie 2.
Okay.
Not
I'm glad we didn't have a good matchup
No,
up first
yeah.
because Vector's a 1 seed. Oh yeah. I mean, come on.
not much
He's
of
moving
a
on.
not much of a debate. So move on to match 2 pretty quick here. We have Spot from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse against Shaw from Open Season. the Hunter.
I have not seen the
People
Spider-Verse movies,
think you would say Open Season there.
but I know
Spot's pretty
that
good.
Spot is a fan favorite.
Spot's-
I know people love Spot.
He's pretty good. He's pretty well. And Shaw is funny, but a weaker antagonist for sure.
Yeah. So Spot.
Goes to Spot. I think so. Our next matchup is Nigel from Rio up
Yeah.
against Quasimodo Wilson from Hotel Transylvania. Quasimodo's kind of a weak villain, to be honest.
He is. I'm not too opinionated on this. I think Nigel has some funny highlights. He's a
Yeah.
good villain.
He's more memorable, too.
He's definitely more memorable. I say Nigel.
I would agree. I think Nigel is actually pretty well done for a bird movie. So our 4th matchup, we've got Bowser from the Super Mario Bros. Movie against Madame Gasket from Robots, which Madame Gasket isn't even the big villain of that movie. So kind of hard to maybe put her over Bowser, who was admittedly pretty well done in Super Mario Bros.
He was. It's really tough because the Super Mario movies are so obviously just kids movies.
Yep.
And it's like it's some colorful movie you put on to entertain your toddler. That being said, just the iconicness of Bowser alone
Yeah, and he was funny.
might push him on.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Again, Madame Gasket wasn't even like the biggest villain, so kind of hard to give it to her. But we got kind of a fun matchup here. We got the Flinchum Defer from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs against Carlos from Hop, the evil chick.
Oh,
See, I think Carlos is actually pretty great.
but the Flinchfelder is so good.
It is iconic. Yep.
I mean, it's a evil food maker.
Yeah.
The Flinchfelder is probably the most creative villain on this list.
Agreed. And I mean, Carlos is definitely not a high seed, so I'd be okay just for the iconicness to give it to the Flinchum Defer.
Put on the Flinchfelder. I'm down.
All right.
Let's do it. Flinchfelder moves on.
Okay. Our sixth matchup, this one's probably not going to be much of a competition, is Kingpin from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse against Big Boss from Rio 2.
Yeah.
Kind of a no
We gotta
diff.
go Kingpin.
They did a good job
Yeah.
on Kingpin, so we'll just
Yeah.
move
Big
on
off
straight forward.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Holy shoulders.
Yeah, bro. Okay, well, our seventh is Maxime Lemal from Despicable Me 4 against Mayor Shelburne from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh, this is good.
Mayor Shelburne.
Mayor Shelburne is good.
He's pretty good.
It's your choice.
Blah, blah, blah. Science, bigger. And bigger is better.
I'm kind of down to do Mayor Shelburne. That's a bit of an upset, I think. But yeah, Mayor Shelburne.
I think he's just too iconic. Okay. Moving on, match 8, we have Abraham Van Helsing from Hotel Transylvania 3 against El Macho from Despicable Me 2.
El Macho.
El Macho's so iconic, man.
I mean, he rode an alligator into a volcano.
He's probably just the coolest ever. I mean,
he is probably the coolest villain ever. I say El Macho.
I'm 100% going to go with you for El Macho.
Let's go.
Okay, well, our next matchup, we've got Balthazar Brat from Despicable Me 3, the weak one, against Soto from Ice Age.
Oh, the saber-tooth guy. These are both bad.
Yes. Yeah, they
Where are you leaning?
I was leaning towards Soto, but now I don't actually know.
I was the opposite.
Yeah, they're kind of equally bad, so it's hard to...
They are equally bad. I'm not too opinionated here because I'm pretty confident no matter which one we pick, they're going to get swept in the next round.
For the sake of Despicable Me, we'll take Balthazar through, I think.
I agree. Soto's not good. He's not even close to the best Ice Age villain.
Yeah. This one, to me, is a little tough, but I definitely lean. We've got Ratchet from Robots. He's the actual big bad guy with the suit. He's pretty well done, but he's against Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, who is maybe one of the coolest variants of Spider-Man we've seen. The aura farming is unmatched.
I've heard that he's got one of the best spider suits we've ever seen.
He doesn't even wait for portals through time to open. He just rips it open himself and walks. He is god tier aura farming. He also has a compelling backstory and a really interesting character. To be honest, as decent as Ratchet is, I think this goes straight to Miguel O'Hara.
Since I haven't seen it, I'll defer to you. Okay. So let's do Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel is pretty good. You're definitely going to have to watch that here soon. This one's kind of a fun matchup, though. We've got Captain Gut from Ice Age Continental Drift.
Yeah!
Against...
face my fury. Face your fury what? Not furry, fury!
But he's against Snowball from Secret Life of Pets.
Oh, no!
Which is Kevin Hart's. Yeah, the bunny.
Oh, no. This is tough.
This one's actually pretty tough already.
Dude, I don't know.
I
really, really like Captain Gut. But the writing of the bunny, because it's a bunny, and he's the biggest, baddest villain.
Yep.
But then every once in a while, you'll see him like soften up where you're like, oh, he's a freaking bunny.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious.
It is.
That is an awesome writing choice. This is tough.
I think the only thing that makes it harder for Snowball is he wasn't as good in the second one. I think they they went backwards with his character in the second one, which to me gives Captain Gut the edge here.
You think Captain Gut?
I think I might go Captain Gut.
Oh, it's tough to see Snowball go in the first round. This is definitely our hardest matchup. I think I agree with you.
Captain Gut. All right. I think it's a good choice. But okay. This one's not as hard. We've got Bell Bottom from Minions Rise of Gru against Gargamel from the Smurfs. Gargamel's
I think Bell Bottom.
Weak.
Okay, I thought you were about to say Gargamel moves on. No, I think Bell Bottom was great and Gargamel was not good.
Agreed. Okay. Okay, now we've got Rudy from Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which is
Best Ice Age movie in my opinion, and
pretty
Rudy
cool
is a
looking,
great villain.
against Jimmy Crystal from Sing 2, the wolf. I don't.
Oh,
I
jeez.
think this goes straight to Rudy.
Yeah, give me the
Uh,
non-sentient creature.
I
100% give me Rudy.
yeah, Rudy was pretty good. Okay,
Rudy was incredible.
this one's maybe tougher. Okay, we've got Scarlet Overkill from Minions against Chester V from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I love
Oh
Chester,
no.
bro. Okay, first off, barf.
Oh no.
This
Because
one's
what's her face might be second to Vector, the best Despicable Me villain.
Scarlet Overkill. Yeah,
Yeah,
Scarlet.
she's incredible.
She was pretty dang good. Um, dude. Yeah, she's one of the better Despicable Me. I mean, Chester's definitely good and funny, but he's not. I don't think he's a better of as well done of an antagonist as Scarlet Overkill.
I agree.
Okay,
I want to go Scarlet Overkill.
we'll take Scarlet through. Okay, well, this one we've got Doc Ock from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which she was more of a minor villain, against O'Hare from the Lorax.
I think it's pretty clearly O'Hare.
This one definitely goes to O'Hare. Doc Ock
Yeah.
wasn't bad, but it's O'Hare. And then lastly, this one's actually a lot more tough. We've got Mandrake from Epic, but he's against the Prowler from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, I know people like the Prowler because the Prowler is the one that's like his uncle, right?
Yes, and he's got that theme song that is
Yeah, so
fire.
one of the best written villains. But
Mandrake was also pretty good too.
Mandrake was great, and Epic is such an underrated movie. Epic is a phenomenal movie.
Yep.
It's like probably my top 15 animated movies of all time, and most people haven't even seen it.
Yeah. It sucks because you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse because Prowler's pretty strong. I mean, especially
No,
because it's his uncle.
Yeah, I know how many people love Prowler. Everything with the reasons we have to care about him. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my bias towards Mandrake, admittedly, is just because I think the movie is super underrated. I don't think Mandrake as a villain himself is really anything special.
Okay.
I think he's just like there for the sake of there being an evil force. He doesn't really have a story. So I'm cool going. Uh, what's his face?
Prowler. Yeah.
Prowler.
Okay, cool. Well, that concludes our round of 32. So we shall move on to the Sweet 16. Our first matchup, Vector against Spot.
Oh, jeez.
It's not as tough as if they had pulled another Spider-Man villain. I mean, Spot is the hard thing with Spot is we kind of only just got introduced to him. He's going to play a bigger role in the next movie. Like he's the antagonist, but he was introduced as the antagonist. We haven't seen enough to make him as good as Vector yet. I think.
Okay.
I think
I'm totally cool with Vector.
Yeah, I think
Vector was what I was gonna say.
Vector's
I
a
thought you were
one-seed.
gonna disagree. Okay,
No,
yeah, let's
this
go
one.
Vector.
Okay, well, our second matchup is Nigel from Rio against Bowser.
See, this is tough. I once again want to lean towards iconicness. If you agree.
I don't know. It's hard because Nigel's actually pretty good. And I mean, like you were saying, the Super Mario, they're definitely kids' movies. You know, it's not quite the Bowser of the games.
Right.
So it's hard to...
That's definitely an argument against.
Iconicness is a lot of points, that's for sure. So, we might just have to go Bowser here. If somebody really likes
Bowser's
Nigel,
where I was leaning.
someone really likes Nigel, they can vote to send him through. But I think we'll just go Bowser.
I agree.
All right. Well, our next matchup is the Flinsnum Defer against Kingpin.
Oh my goodness.
To be honest,
I mean, see
this is where the non-sentience I think starts
I
to.
was literally about to say the non-sentience when they get against people that have like reasons to care about them, like Rudy later. I don't know Rudy's matchup. I don't know how far he'll go,
Yeah.
but like the Flinchtomefer, I'm fine if he
It's
gets knocked out.
it's not Kingpin. So, yeah, we're going to have to go Kingpin here.
Yeah,
Um
I agree.
so match 4 is Mayor Shelburne, Cloudy, against El Macho.
Oh, geez, this is a good matchup.
This one's pretty good.
This is a great matchup. See, we do have an issue with El Macho because we don't really get too much of him.
Yeah.
Um, Compared to Mayor Shelburne, who like, oh, actually, they're probably pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of progression with Mayor Shelburne, whereas El Macho is kind of the same character all the way through. It's kind of how it feels. But El Macho's
Yeah,
still pretty iconic.
El Macho is super iconic. I think he's more iconic than Mayor Shelburne.
Absolutely.
I think Mayor Shelburne has a more convincing storyline because the movie is about food, and it's awesome that the antagonists, uh, basically the antagonist character development is just him getting bigger.
Getting
I
fat,
think that's
literally.
getting fatter when the movie is about food. I think that's hilarious.
It is.
Um, so, but I think iconicness goes El Macho. So I might have to just defer to you here. I wouldn't be upset with either. I mean, it's tough to lose either one.
It
but...
is, but I do like El Macho. I think Despicable Me is just
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm okay with El Macho.
Now, in complete opposite of what I just said about Despicable Me strength, we have Balthazar Brat against Miguel O'Hara from Across the Spider-Verse.
If this one is just an immediate sweep, Miguel, I'm totally fine with
It
that.
is an immediate sweep, Miguel. I mean, Miguel is just so well done. He's voiced by Oscar Isaac. That's already pretty dang good. Yeah. He's a compelling character for sure. So we'll just move on to our next one, which is Captain Gut against Bell Bottom. This one's kind of tough.
Oh man, this one is tough. My immediate instinct is Bell Bottom just because there's more there with her character.
Yeah.
I think I have more of like Captain Gut. He has. I like that there's some dark-esque twists in what's obviously a kids movie.
Yeah.
I think that's usually pretty compelling for an antagonist. But at the end of the day, Captain Gut is really only in there just for the sake of there being a villain.
True. Yeah, and Bell
It doesn't
Bottom
feel like right.
Bell Bottom is a more well-rounded, interesting, funny, iconic. Yeah.
I'm cool with Bell Bottom.
I agree. I would absolutely agree. So
Bell Bottom.
we'll go for our match 7, which is Rudy against Scarlet Overkill. Again,
What are you thinking?
definitely leaning Scarlet Overkill. I mean, we talked about sentience, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think Rudy can make it too far, especially against a Minions villain.
Yeah, I think Scarlet Overkill is the best. She's second to Vector in terms of Despicable Me franchise villains.
I agree.
So
And I just don't think Rudy can compare to that.
yeah, he's cooler. I think he's done better, but this is a rank of villains and characters, so I think the better character is Scarlet Overkill.
Yeah. All right. Well, our last matchup here, this one's actually pretty tough. O'Hare from the Lorax against the Prowler from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Corporate greed
Wow.
against an uncle that's trying to, yeah, I don't know. Oh,
I think these are the two best written villains on this list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because O'Hare is so clever.
He is. Again, he is definitely just corporate greed, which is a little cliche in some ways. And I think
Not
Prowler,
in a kids movie.
True. That's fair.
It's very clever that it's in a kids movie.
Yeah. But
But Prowler,
Prowler's also
Prowler's
iconic.
even more so.
Prowler's got a great theme. He's compelling because of his relationship to the protagonist. He's compelling because of his death, and what that does to the movie. Um, Man, his story is really well rounded, and we see him as an uncle just trying to be there for Miles when his dad wasn't, and taking Miles to do stuff that he loves to do. Miles finds out he's the Prowler, and then he gets killed, and just what that does to Miles and his relationship with his dad. I think there's just a lot more depth surrounding the Prowler and his role in the movie.
I think you make a really strong case. I'm fine to go the Prowler here. It's
Okay,
tough to lose O'Hare.
it is, but Prowler was really well done. So
I agree.
moving on to our Elite Eight, we have our first matchup of Vector against Bowser. Not that tough.
See, it's really not. I mean, it feels bad to in a villains list to lose Bowser, but this is not the Super Mario Bros. Game Bowser.
Nope.
If this was, a games villains list, Bowser would probably be a 1 seed. This is a movies villains list.
Yep.
So as much as it feels like it should be a tougher decision, I really don't think it is. I think it's just Vector all the way.
Straight to Vector. I agree. Okay. Well, our second matchup is Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse against El Macho.
Ooh, this is fun.
It is. I think, again, see, here's the problem with you not having seen the Spider-Verse movies is the writing is unbelievable. So all the villains are extremely compelling because there's so much depth to all of them, especially with Kingpin. I mean, the whole point of Kingpin is he lost his family. He lost Vanessa and his son. And so he's trying to build this time machine to pull them, or it's not a time machine. It's like it's the interdimensional portal or whatever. He's trying to open a portal to another dimension to get Vanessa and his son back here. Like, that's the whole point of Kingpin. But in doing so, he's bringing in people from other dimensions and causing these dimensional tears that are threatening the city. But it's because he wants his family back. And so I feel like there's so much, especially just Kingpin as a character and how iconic he is, plus just the compelling story of his motivation for his family and the lengths he's willing to go to get them back, and ultimately him realizing it was the wrong choice when his own family rejects him when they see how evil he is and everything he's doing to try to get them back. I think it's so well rounded.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And honestly, what had gotten El Macho to the Elite Eight is his iconicness. And not only does Kingpin rival his iconicness, he probably edges him out. Uh, he he
Yep.
he
That's the right term. Just go with it. Flow with it.
uh
So, plus more depth to
let's go
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Okay, man. Our third matchup, we've got Miguel O'Hara against Bell Bottom. Again, I'm going to do everything in my power to fight for these Spider-Man Spider-Verse villains because they are so well written and so compelling.
I honestly am fine to go Miguel O'Hara here.
Which Bell Bottom's one of the weaker ones.
Agreed. I don't know how she made it this far, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we had some pretty early upsets to end up with our Elite Eight.
Agreed. Agreed. But our last matchup, Scarlet Overkill against the Prowler. This is where Scarlet Overkill is definitely more iconic.
She is.
She's not deeper though.
I don't think I care. I might
I'm
die
leaning
on
here
the hill
for
of Scarlet Over.
I'm actually, I think I'm with you in this matchup.
Oh, really?
I think I am. Again, simply iconicness and just an iconic Illumination villain is.
She is truly iconic. She's funny. She's interesting. We have tons of reasons to care about her character, and her execution was absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Given her character, her execution, everything about her, every decision that was made with her, with what they were trying to go for,
Yeah.
was perfect. There is with the Prowler, I've heard. Well, I guess I can't really. Do you think he was done perfect? Do you think his story and
Uh,
what he was? Do you think it was perfect?
yes, it definitely was, but he's also not even the main villain of the movie. And the other thing, the harder thing is he an antagonist? Because he's the protagonist's uncle, and he realizes that he's been fighting against his nephew, and is like, what? He switches sides ultimately. So I think that alone will definitely give Scarlet Overkill the edge. Someone might disagree with me, and if you want to send a lifeline through for Prowler, it's totally fair. But I think we can even just at this point, in trying to grasp for reasons for Scarlet Overkill, Prowler switching sides might be a deciding factor.
I agree. I'm fine with putting Scarlet Overkill through.
Okay. Well, then that concludes it with our final four being Vector, Kingpin, Miguel O'Hara, and Scarlet Overkill. So we have two Illumination Despicable Me / Minions villains and two Spider-Verse villains, one from each of the movies.
Incredible. We had some pretty early upsets to get here. Honestly, our round of 32 and Sweet 16 were a lot more competitive than our Elite 8.
Yeah.
So there were some good matchups to get to this point. Not how I would. Once again, these brackets are surprising me because if I were to just write down my top four, it's not what I would have ended up with. But
Yeah.
this is what we're sending on. All the brackets are randomized. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
But there is something you guys can do about it. If you are missing out on one of your favorite characters, you can comment in your lifeline, and the most liked comment character will get sent to the finale. So if you just can't stand to see a finale without the Prowler in it, comment. If the people agree with you, we will send Prowler to the finale. Make sure you go back and check our other episodes. This is episode 3. We've done Pixar and DreamWorks up to this point. Coming up next, we've got DC and Disney Animation.
Yep.
Or are we doing Disney live action?
Oh, we're doing Disney Animation.
Okay, so coming up next, we've got Disney Animation and DC villains. DC is a huge one. And then we've got, obviously the big hitters like Marvel and Star Wars,
which
and
will
some
be sending a lot.
collective.
Our miscellaneous fantasy. Yeah.
Collective miscellaneous fantasy franchises. That's gonna be a huge video that is coming up. So make sure you go back, watch Pixar, send your lifelines, watch the DreamWorks video, send your lifelines. Make sure you send your lifelines from this video. Yep. See the podcast episodes. Yeah. We post podcast episodes every single week, of course. We do these every single week. So this has been episode 3 of the greatest villain of all time debate.